Hey, what's up, guys? Today, I'll show you a supernatural horror film, Jeepers Creepers, Part 4, Reborn. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins when an old couple is driving along an isolated highway in the middle of the woods. The old couple is playing a game where they guess the word in vehicle plates. The grandpa plays the radio, and the Jeepers Creepers song plays. Grandma utters that it is a wonderful day as she enjoys the weather in the area. Out of a sudden, there is a creepy truck trailing them from behind. Grandpa takes a look at the rear mirror, and he reads the truck's plate to be the phrase, "beating you." The truck then violently honks at them as it overtakes their car. The old couple continues driving, and they eventually pass through a creepy house where the truck is parked. There, they witness the truck driver throwing a bloody body bag in a tube bowl. They ignore the scene, and Grandpa accelerates the car to avoid being noticed by the creepy truck driver. After a few moments, the creepy truck is already behind them and violently honking again. The truck nearly hits them, forcing Grandpa to turn right immediately. Grandpa drives back to the road, and they see the driver changing the plates of the creepy truck. They ignore it, and they drive back to call the police at the gasoline station. Along the way, they pass through the creepy house, and they attempt to check the tube hole. They are then completely horrified as they see a pit full of dead bodies. Apparently, the scene is only a documentary video on YouTube featuring the urban legend called the Creeper. The Creeper is believed to resurrect every 23 years to hunt for 23 days. After the hunting season, the Creeper will disappear again, waiting for the next resurrection. The scene then moves to a man, Chase, who is watching the preceding scene from his phone. Chase and his girlfriend, Lane, are driving south where the Creeper is believed to exist. They are planning to attend a Halloween party there. Lane comments that the Creeper is just an urban legend, but Chase insists it is a real creature. Out of nowhere, Lane stops the car and rushes outside. She runs into the middle of the woods to vomit, rather than do her smelly business. Left alone in the car, Chase checks a ring. It is then revealed he's planning to propose to her later at night. Meanwhile, the Creeper reanimates in an isolated structure in the woods. It slowly crawls to feed itself with the earthworms. It then releases a loud growl, marking the beginning of its hunting season. On the other side of the woods, another man is driving his sports car on the muddy road. The man calls Lane, and it turns out that Lane is pregnant. Lane says they will meet later at night in the hotel. The man pees in a tree, where crows surround him, waiting to peck his smelly sausage. But then, the Creeper appears behind him, and it instantly eats him and his smelly part, ending his smelly life. Chase and Lane proceed to drive, and they take a stop at a local fortune teller shop to ask for directions. Lane asks the fortune teller about the address of their destination, since it does not appear on the online map. The fortune teller then gives her a map that will guide them to their destination. As she touches the fortune teller's hand, she gains a horrific vision of a baby being offered to a cult. The couple leaves, and the fortune teller calls someone, saying there is a good offering coming to their town. The couple eventually arrives in the town, and they stay in a hotel room. There, Lane sneaks a call to her other man, but no longer receives any response. Chase gives her costumes to wear for the Halloween party. She is hesitant to wear them at first, but she gives them a try. She wears the Harley Quinn costume, and she tries the witch costume. Then she gives the goth costume a try, but she likes the white dress costume the most. Later, she takes a look at her pregnancy test in the bathroom. As she looks at it, she gains a vision of the fortune teller being in the cult ceremony. Just then, a crow crashes into their bathroom window, acting like a peeping Tom, implying a bad premonition. After that, the couple simply ignores the peeping crow, and they come to the Halloween party. There, the people are wearing creepy costumes, while there are tricks and performances happening. The couple enters the party, and the announcer declares that the Messiah has risen, while intently staring at Lane. Suddenly, a man pretends to be attacked to scare everyone at the party. Meanwhile, the Creeper prepares its truck and its weapons to start hunting at the party. A man is smoking outside the party place, and the Creeper hangs in on the hook. After that, it repeatedly throws a shuriken at his body. Back at the party, the couple goes to a sharp thing booth. There, they need to throw the Creeper shuriken to hit the target. The beardy booth guy named Messy Beard says that the shuriken is unique, since they are all handmade exactly like the Creeper style. Everything here is special, including his long messy beard, which is also handmade like the Creeper style. He then challenges Lane to try the shuriken. He instructs her how to throw it properly. She follows it, and she successfully hits the target. Messy Beard reveals that the Creeper uses the shuriken to prolong the hunt by not fatally injuring the target. Lane accidentally cuts her hand with a shuriken blade. As she takes a look at the blood, she gains a horrific vision of herself being naked in the center of a cult ceremony. After that, the couple walks to the main event stage, where there will be a grand draw. The winner of the event will enter a realistic creeper-themed escape room. The fortune teller enters the stage, and she draws the numbers. Surprisingly, Chase and Lane are the chosen persons to enter the escape room. The announcer says that if they manage to escape the room, they will be given a special prize. Lane is hesitant to join the escape room. However, Chase is so excited about giving it a try, since he is greatly interested in the legendary creeper. The producer lets them sign a contract of consent for disclaimer. After that, the blonde girl welcomes them. They ride the van, and Messy Beard turns out to be their driver. As they leave the party, the creeper also drives its creepy truck. The creeper truck accelerates and hits the internet line, causing the signal to drop in the area. Meanwhile, Messy Beard brings the couple and the production team to the ancient cemetery. He says that the ancient cemetery is believed to be sacred and haunted. From there, they will walk to the escape room house. Lane walks away as she expresses her hormone jealousy toward Chase and the blonde girl. On the other side, the creeper senses her to be its target. In the meantime, the cameraman sees a lady wearing a black robe. He keeps calling her until they reach a small shrine in the middle of the cemetery. Out of nowhere, the creeper drags him up and ends his filming life. The production team notices that the cameraman is missing, so they search for him. Meanwhile, Chase feels that Lane is jealous. At that given moment, he proposes to her. Unfortunately, the creeper flies and easily takes her away like picking up a piece of shit. In response, he frantically runs to chase the flying creeper. He encounters the production team and explains that there is a muscular creature who has taken his girlfriend away. He tells them to call the police. As he is running forward, he stumbles upon the dead body of their cameraman. The production team eventually arrives at the scene, and they are horrified by it. They then believe that Lane must be taken inside the creepy house. Inside, Lane is tied up in a stone bed, which appears to be a cult place. It turns out the cult worships the creeper, and it seems that her unborn baby serves as the offering of the cult to the creeper. There, the creeper lightly stabbed her pregnant womb with a blade, like opening a watermelon. Chase enters the creepy house with the production team, and the chandelier drops from the ceiling. The cult members then shut the door from the outside, ultimately trapping them inside. The cult members declare that they now belong to the creeper. As they are trapped inside, Chase and the production team suspect Messy Beard to be responsible for their situation. But Messy Beard explains that he is just hired by the fortune teller to scare them all. Chase threatens to shave off his long messy beards if he does not reveal Lane's location. Messy Beard then takes out his gun to push them away. He shoots a warning shot, which distracts the creeper from taking the baby out of Lane's stomach. Inside the room, Chase calms everyone down, saying that it must be the creeper who traps them there. He says they must work as a team. Just then, the door keeps banging, signaling to them that the creeper is coming after them. They run upstairs to find the attic. There, blood drops on the blonde's hand. They take a look upward, only to find the other man's dead body hanging around. Suddenly, the creeper flies through the window. Messy Beard shoots at the creeper in its bulletproof arms, but it seems to be unaffected. In response, the creeper throws an axe at them and releases a high-pitched scream in the room. Chase fights back at the creeper. The production team drags him away as they need to escape. The creeper removes its injured hand. It then eats the man's arm, allowing it to regenerate its own arm. In the meantime, Lay manages to grab the blade beside her. She uses it to cut the rope that is tying her to the stone bed. After her hands are freed from the rope, she manages to escape from the stone bed. She keeps screaming for help as she wanders around to find a way out. She finds the creeper shuriken on the table, and she takes it with her. She then goes out through a singular window. Inside the house, the blonde girl gets separated from the rest of the group. She tries to call for help through her phone, but the signal is down. The creeper's hand suddenly comes out of the wall and tries to grab her blonde hair rather than her sexy body. Fortunately, she manages to free herself from its flirty hand. It takes away a part of her scalp, and it smells her blonde hair, feeling disgusting. The injured blonde girl reunites with the group, now half blonde. She warns them that the creeper is coming. Upstairs, the creeper plays the Jeepers Creepers song as a warm-up before hunting them again. Downstairs, Messy Beard thinks that they must kill the creeper to escape. But Chase insists it is immortal and their only chance is to wait for its hunting cycle to end. Just then, they hear someone crawling on the ceiling. It turns out to be Lane as she drops to them. The group continues wandering through the house. The producer rushes to the phone after seeing it. He then gets trapped by an animal trap on the floor. Chase dials the phone while the rest of the group helps the producer. Chase reveals their location to the police, and he says that the creeper is hunting them down. The creeper then reveals its muscular figure again to them, forcing them to run their chicken bodies again. Out of nowhere, it enters through the locked door. It throws an axe, which hits the blonde girl, ending her blonde life. It drags her heavy body away, while the rest of the group runs to the other room. They seal the door, and as they take a look at the room, they find the cult altar. Lane then gains a vision of herself being offered to the creeper at the same altar. Outside the room, the creeper drags the blonde girl's body. It takes out her scalp and devours her brain, but spares her lower body. Back to the room, blood drops from the ceiling and flows to the stone. They push the stone aside, revealing a hole that leads to a secret basement. It is filled with dead bodies hanging around. They believe the cult people are feeding the dead bodies to the creeper. Chase asks Lane why the creeper is going after her. At that moment, she reveals that she is pregnant and it can smell her pregnancy. Then she says she will marry him if they ever get out alive. The group then plans to fight back against the creeper by luring it using Lane. Messy Beard and the producer walk upstairs. There, the creeper punches Messy Beard and drags his long beard away. It then instantly throws the blade at the producer, which pins him to the wall. In no haste, the creeper watches a Daniel CC horror movie first, then plays the Jeepers Creepers song as the background music, while continuing to beat the beards out of Messy Beard. Annoyed by its slow torture, Messy Beard stabs the creeper back, allowing him to run away. The creeper follows his beardy trace downstairs, where Lane is waiting. It turns its attention to Lane. As it slowly approaches her, Chase and Messy Beard sneak upstairs. The creeper takes the blade. She allows it to grab her sexy body. But soon, she takes out the shuriken and instantly stabs the creeper in the ears. After that, she throws shuriken into its eyes. As it blindly tries to attack her, Chase and Messy Beard take the spear into the roof. They then throw it down the creeper's throat, which instantly kills it. As a result, crows flock around the creeper, causing Messy Beard to drop from the roof, ending his beardy life. The couple enters the house. In a few moments, the crows leave the scene, and there is no trace of the creeper and its creepy hormones. The shitty police eventually arrive, rescuing both of them. In the end, the creeper resurrects in the stone bed, implying that its hunting season is far from over. This Daniel CC movie channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.